We are returning for our 4th session, in the retreat, with Callie and Briar and me. There's something that can we go over pronouns for characters and for people, just so that we know?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I am Callie. I use they, he pronouns. However, Jackie uses she, her pronouns.
I use they, he pronouns as well. This is Briar. And Seraphim uses he, him pronouns.
Yay.
What about Martin and you?
Martin uses he, him pronouns. I, Nemo, use they, them pronouns. And then all of my characters use all of the pronouns. All the NPCs. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we good?
Ready.
Do we want to recap what happened last session?
Oh boy.
God, what happened last session? So many things.
So much. so much.
Jackie and Seraphim got into some fun...
a little fight.
A slight altercation.
A slight altercation in the woods.
And ended up wounding each other, both very badly.
Seraphim wanted Jackie to uncover herself.
Okay, that was not... You know that wasn't the intention.
I know.
You know it wasn't meant like that.
It was so funny, though.
Sorry. Yeah, so Seraphim and Jackie got into a big argument where Seraphim's like, "You're leaving, tell me everything, because what do you have to lose?" And Jackie was like, "Fuck you, no." And they fought with magic and hurt each other and had a big falling out.
They did a little bit of a fight.
Little bit of a
fight. And Jackie was gonna leave that night, but had to meet with Emrys about making people uncomfortable. Seraphim.
Right after Jackie kind of went to Martin
and totally manipulated the situation.
The situation in her favor, basically telling on Seraphim to poor Martin.
but then Seraphim told
telling on his husband.
Yeah.
And then Seraphim told on Jackie to Emrys.
Yes. And then they went into the woods.
They both went into the woods, and they got attacked.
The shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
And then Emrys came to the rescue, and then
Mommy Emrys. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
And what else happened?
Emrys
we had,
and Jackie.
Conversations.
Yeah, Emrys and Jackie had a moment.
Martin and Seraphim had a moment. Did we get trinkets for that?
No, we did not.
I need to give you trinkets for that.
I was just about to be
okay, so I'm going to give you...
I didn't even get a shiny thing for doing what I did.
I think... You need a bird brain. So this
I'm not as dumb as some people I am, so...
So, it's like a keyboard!
A little sea glass piece as a keyboard.
It looks like a keyboard!
Oh, it does. So... So those 2 pieces are for your... for the fight in which with your past.
Yeah.
I'm also going to give you each one. I think I'm going to give you this one for your Emrys moment because that was big.
That was huge.
And I am going to give you this one for your Martin moment.
Cringe. Okay.
Oh. Gay.
I got a trinket for being gay.
You get a reward for being gay here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We good?
Yes.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Goodness me.
Where's it, Dweems?
Yeah.
Aww.
I mean, you both went to bed, so like...
No, Seraphim isn't sleeping. He's very much awake. Is asleep against his will.
It's like the kids that are like, no, I'm not tired. Honk you. Okay. So...
the slurping is going to be a problem.
Just don't slurp. Don't slurp the ramen. Consume it.
Okay.
It's meant to be slurped. Okay.
So, we...
I'm so sorry. I'm going to put this down.
Dreams. We love a dream sequence.
Who's first?
Totally.
Who is first?
Jackie probably went to sleep before Seraphim.
No, I absolutely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
did.
thought you were disagreeing with me, and I was like, ain't no way.
I know what.
Yeah, no, Jackie passed
No way.
the fuck out. Jackie was done with everything. Aw, man.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm just gonna keep eating my ramen over here and try not to make too much noise. Cuts to 2 minutes later, I'm like,
Slurping saga.
The slurping saga. Hello.
Okay, hi.
I think you know what kind of dream it is.
Yeah.
Because it's the only dreams you...
It's the only dreams I've had.
Yeah. For many years.
I'm getting the quotes Discord open.
I love when like one pair's having a conversation, the other's like typing
You're like,
in the
"Doodle-oo,
Discord.
throughout the conversation.
Get your dice out?
Yeah, let me do a wisdom saving, I'm assuming. This time? No?
It was only that first time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It's the room. Same room. Same mirrors. Same Jack.
Jackie looks to Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Right, we're saying Jay is the mirror, right?
Jay's the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
For clarity.
Yeah. What is the room like? Is it like everywhere is a mirror? I realize I haven't really asked.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
Jackie hasn't had time to focus on
It's
anything.
basically this large circular room with kind of... It's not like mirror, 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 and they're all the same. It's kind of like a... Like if someone went to a yard sale selling only mirrors, it's like very different styles, different frames, different shapes, different sizes, but they are all mirrors.
Okay.
None of them are cracked. Just... like they're all perfect and pristine, but there's only one that has a reflection in it.
Okay.
And it's the one that you kind of wake up in front of every time.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello, little rascal.
I got my leg. I got your leg back.
Good.
Jackie. Emrys is like okay now, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Well, it's just another person.
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Confliction.
Do you not want to like her?
No, not really. But she put your leg back,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't really hate her for that. But she saw who she saw.
Is that such a bad thing?
I don't know. Why are you here?
Because you need me.
Well, yes, I always need you. I mean, like, why the mirrors?
I don't know. I'm not in control of the mirrors.
Man, I hate waking up. Means I don't get to see you.
Well, I'm always there. Just not physically.
Oh, you're good.
You're okay, DM. You're okay, DM. What should I do?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I really fucked up. And I don't know what to do next.
You mean, like, stay or leave? Or, like, you or me?
Do you want to stay here?
I will stay here as long as you need.
That's not an answer.
That's the only answer I can give you.
What do you think about the camp?
Well, we still don't know much about it. It's just there as it is. And I know only as much as you do. But it seems... I don't think it was meant to be a bad place.
I mean, if you try to leave, you get, like, destroyed. Because you lost a leg.
Yes. I mean to say that I don't think that was maybe the intention of it, you know? People make bad decisions and they were good intentions, but sometimes we mess up.
This place is weird.
It is.
The people are weird.
Yes.
Seraphim's really weird.
I would say that.
Marin's weird, but in a weird way.
I don't know if you're saying words anymore. You're just saying weird.
It's weird.
You know, and like, you say a word so many times you don't actually know what you mean anymore.
Yeah. I always did that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, it's weird.
I don't know what that means anymore. It's become a non-word. Do you think that you will reconcile with Seraphim?
I think you will. But I don't know about me.
Touch a cat.
There's a cat. There's a cat.
Come here. Touch it. Ouch.
Why do you come every night?
Because you come every night.
So what you're saying is I should sleep more.
Dungeon cat.
Dungeon kid.
Dungeon cat.
What do you mean?
Well, if I sleep more, then I can see you.
That is true.
Is this your trick of how to get me to sleep healthily, Jackie?
You've seen everything. Sorry, I just saw the Discord. Nemo and Callie are having chemistry.
Don't make me want to cry.
Aww.
I'm never ready to wake up.
Maybe one day you will be.
I love you.
I love you.
I'll see you soon.
Till the next night. And you wake up.
Yeah.
Unfair, man.
Why?
Whatever. I want the
What?
lovers to be together.
Which ones?
Yeah, they are.
Does
Shush.
Jackie have, like, elf ears?
Tiefling ears are kind of ish elfy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got like
She's
the
got,
little
like,
points, yeah.
Yeah. They are longer than elf ears.
Yeah. This
No.
man, this cat
He
is
wants
like
to play. Let him
Here,
play.
have this one.
Let him be a character.
She put it under.
Dungeon Cat. That is the character.
She is Dungeon Kitty.
Oh my
Dungeon
God.
Cat. There's just like this random cat that appears in all your scenes.
Rincewind!
Even in the dream.
Rincewind!
It's wind.
Seraphim.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Um,
You know the TikTok audio that's like, hey,
Hey.
hey. That's how I feel.
Hi.
Hi.
You are dreaming.
Oh,
This is
no.
Dungeon Cat in your dream. is when you're dreaming, you know that you do dream memories, you know.
Yeah.
But in this dream, you realize that this dream is not a memory. It's different. And, you know, dreaming of memories every night, it's upsetting that you never remember them, but it is consistent. And this break in that is unsettling. You are in a forest.
Wait, in a what? Sorry?
Forest. One that you were just in. And in this forest you were standing, and a little bit farther away you see the turned back of Martin. It's Martin. He's standing there, looking away.
Okay. Am I kind of standing a little bit farther away from him? I'm just gonna walk up to him and, kind of see if he'll turn around.
He kind of, flinches and tenses his shoulders as you put your
I pull back
on him.
Okay. Would you like me to leave you alone?
He turns around. And his eyes are different. Almost liquid and angry.
What happened to your eyes? Martin?
Seraphim?
Yes?
I answered your question.
What did I do this to you?
I think you know the answer to that.
What did I do?
What didn't you do?
You're not Martin, are you?
I am a Martin. Maybe not the one you want.
Did I hurt you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you say that a lot. And then you turn around and do something else.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be good enough, though.
No.
I think we've seen this conversation far enough.
If you say so.
I do say so.
Yeah, okay. And you wake up.
The babies! No! The hush babies! No!
go from one couple to the next, but they're very different.
Man, my couple's better than your couple.
It's so true.
My couple's like healthy compared to your couple.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Both got their problems.
Jackie
One of
would.
them's dead.
At least my partner's still alive.
You don't have a partner.
Mine is too. Mine's alive in spirit.
So
You're
I'm like-
hurt.
Oh my god. I'm getting teared up.
Already?
Yeah. We've only been playing for like 20 minutes. Okay. So, you wake up. We're gonna go to Jackie first because Jackie woke up first.
Yes.
Dungeon cat.
Dungeon cat bells.
You wake up where you fell asleep. It is early morning.
Where's my pillow?
Still in that bed that Emrys had made for you.
Oh, I thought I was on a couch, not a bed.
It was a bed.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was like a pull-out sofa where it was a couch at one point, and then she like pulled it out and made it all nice, and then it was a bed.
Aw.
Aww.
Okay. Anyway, this is my 2 cents.
It's a couch-like bed.
It has a name. I know it does. I just can't remember what it is.
It's kind of like, wait, what is it? It's like those really deep couches that you put in like sunrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a couch, but it's not.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Sorry, I've strayed us into an irrelevant conversation.
Hey, we need a conversation about couches.
So true.
It's
And we've
important.
had it. So you wake up there.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
And it is morning. It is early morning, but it is morning. You can hear movement from the kitchen, but you are awake, and you look over and see that Seraphim and Martin are still both asleep.
Where are they? Positioned exactly? Are they like
So
next to each other, away from each other?
they are. They're in the same like corner, but they've got some space between them.
They're not being like cozy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, and it's still like nest of blankets because bird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over in the kitchen. Can I see in the kitchen, or do I have to walk over?
You won't be able to see into the kitchen from where
Okay,
you are.
I'm gonna stand up and get like the blanket that I grabbed and like put it around me.
Aww. Okay.
Rub my eyes a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to the kitchen where I hear the noise.
Okay. So, Emrys is in the
Of course.
kitchen because it's her house.
Yeah.
But she's kind of like busy work, cleaning everything, wiping down counters. Just like so in the zone. And just like, like is having a little bit of a thing, and so cleaning is the solution kind of thing. But as you walk in, she looks up.
Morning.
Morning.
How's it going?
I am cleaning.
I can tell.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Is it from the pancakes that you made last night?
I cleaned up the pancakes, but I'm still cleaning.
That was night. Wait, have you slept?
Did you sleep well?
My question first, then yours.
No. Did you sleep well?
I slept great.
Good. Do you want pancakes?
No,
Do you want food?
I'm not that hungry.
Okay.
You know, after getting my leg sliced, I feel like it's been off the table.
Well, the leg is not on the table anymore.
You make a fair point.
See, it's working perfectly fine now.
It is. That it is.
Mm-hmm.
How good are you with your crepes?
I am perhaps the best in the world.
I'll be the judge of that. I would like some crepes, please.
You got it. And she starts making crepes. Very, very. This routine has been done before. She knows exactly what the steps are and how much, and just starts like a whirlwind of cooking sounds.
So, how long have you been like cooking?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know what you're doing. That's not very common, I'd say.
What, people don't know how to cook now?
Well, but some people don't know how to cook. I don't know.
Do you know how to cook?
No.
Don't you care? Did you never learn?
Never had to.
Why?
Because people did it for me.
Okay.
I mean, I helped around the kitchen. Like, I helped clean and, like, I get the ingredients and stuff. But, like...
Okay. Well, do you know what flour looks like?
Yes, it's white like sugar.
Okay. Then, do you want to get the flour for me?
I don't want to, but I will.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go get the...
Get the fucking flour.
I don't like the corner that I got stuck in by my own devices.
So you didn't... What?
When I'm looking for the flour, I'd like to take an opportunity to kind of snoop around to see what I can kind of find as I'm looking for the flour.
Why don't you make an investigation check?
Investigation.
I love saying things.
Investigation.
Okay. It's intelligence, I believe.
It's a 0.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Okay. So, you find the flour.
But nothing else.
And, like, you know, it's a kitchen. It's not like you're gonna find, like, the secrets of the world or of Emrys in her kitchen. There's lots of different spices. There's lots of different, you know, like, dried herbs and stuff hanging on strings from the ceiling and stuff, but...
Do any of them look like they could have, like, been grown here or imported? Or do I know that because of my very low investigation?
Why don't you roll a history check for me?
History check. My phone. Where's my phone?
I believe that's also...
I have a 1 on history.
Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, that's so high.
It's 12.
Okay. So you weren't conscious when you when you were carried into the into her house, but looking out through the window, you do see a little herb garden. So a lot of the like dried herbs are self-dried and from the garden, but it does seem like a lot of the stuff is just grown here. You do know that, like, I mean, you can assume that not every single piece of food is made here on camp for the campers, you know?
Yeah.
There must be some sort of, like, imports or something for it to be able to sustain, like, people eating. But the stuff that you see, a lot of it is grown from the garden.
Okay. I got your sugar and your flour. I know the difference.
I dearly hope so. So you helped in the kitchen?
A little bit, yeah.
Did you ever garden?
There was a garden, but there was one with flowers in it. Not a food garden.
I do appreciate you trusting me last night.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay. What do you like in your crepes?
Cream, preferably. Maybe some strawberries.
Okay. She starts doing that. Starts flipping the crepes. Doing them all very thin and nice.
What's it like running the camp?
Well...
You know, the broken.
You know, the naming of the camp was a joke, and then people take it seriously.
I mean, that's what names do.
Yeah. It's good running the camp. I like it. It's very monotonous sometimes. Same thing for years and years. Sometimes we'll get interesting people. You're an interesting person. Seraphim is very interesting as well.
Seraphim's definitely part of that broken, I'd say.
I don't like to use that word.
I do, though.
Okay. Well, you can use it. Seraphim's gone through a lot, I think. It's fine running the camp. It's just very the same.
So, dull.
Yes. Dull.
Why not make it something new?
Like what?
Well, it doesn't have to be a camp.
What would you make it?
Garden area.
I have a garden area.
Okay, but like an actual big garden area.
Yeah. And then what would happen to all the campers?
Ah, shit. They can work in the gardening.
And they would get so bored so fast. I have it the way I do because there's lots of different things for people to do. And they can't leave a lot of the time, so... But they don't know that, so we gotta kind of keep up the charade.
Then why keep inviting people if you know they can't leave?
I don't keep inviting people.
You keep letting them in.
That's different.
That is not different at all.
Well, what do you want me to do? I stand at the gates and say, no, you can't come in. And then they'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And then...
Just send something up saying that you closed down. But you didn't.
And you trust Rincewind to be able to do that?
Yes! Oh, wait.
Have you met him?
I have. He's enjoyable.
Is he responsible?
He got me here.
He just had to walk down the path until you got here.
Okay, but that's a hard challenge.
For him.
Well, he got to leave the camp.
He doesn't want to. You know, he keeps coming back. I'm sure he told you about how great it is here.
Yeah, and I thought it was brainwashing.
Yeah, well, I have tried to get him to leave many a time, but he just...
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He just likes it here.
Why do you keep getting rid of him then?
What?
Why do you keep trying to get him to leave then if he's so wonderful?
Because it's not...
You're digging yourself a grave here. I'm messing with you.
I don't want people to be stuck here.
Well,
I don't want to be stuck here.
That's kind of on you then, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't fault you for that one.
Can I have my crepes now, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Here you go. Was that a roll to see if you like them or not?
To see if I lie. I figured they were gonna be good anyway.
Yeah.
This was just me being like, fuck, I'm not gonna lie about this.
Yeah.
These are pretty good.
Thank you. I've had a lot of practice.
You're not gonna tell anyone about last night, will you?
No. As long as you won't tell anyone about last night.
No.
I mean, you can tell people about last night, but, like, not the me part of last night.
I'm well aware about what you mean by last night.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure.
I don't know how you can do it.
Do what?
Lie to people. I say sarcastically.
You're saying that sarcastically.
I know. I'm gonna go wake up Seraphim and Martin.
Okay.
I go to Martin first.
Okay.
I'm like, Martin.
No.
No, wait. Martin, it's Jackie. Wake up, please.
Hi. Jackie.
Good morning, Martin. Emrys can make crepes if you want any. Or pancakes.
Okay. Why did you wake me up?
It's morning.
It's very early.
How do you know?
Because look at the fog outside. It's still foggy in the morning. That means it's early.
Well,
Poor baby.
you gotta wake up, Martin.
Baby.
We gotta start the day going, Martin.
What are we doing today?
You'll find out.
That's not an answer. Ugh. And he gets up. He kind of like shakes his head and you know when like cows wake up and their like ears are twitchy.
Yeah.
Just like shaking the ears and get them all.
Look at Seraphim still sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still sleeping.
You gonna wake him up too?
No, I'll give him some rest.
Then why did you wake me up?
Come on, Martin, let's go.
I don't wanna. Fine. I'm going to go get food. And he walks into the kitchen.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Seraphim.
Seraphim, you wake up at this point.
What?
I'm like crouched like right in front of Seraphim.
This is the point in which you wake up from your dream.
Okay.
Duh!
No.
Jesus Christ. There's no Jesus here.
You just like.
What god would I curse out?
Don't you dare make me make me make up a god on the spot.
Wait, actually, I have one. Hold on.
Do you have one?
I have an idea. Hold on.
I already made up a town.
I know. Hold on. I got it. I know things. I know many things.
Seraphina.
I was gonna go with LCL.
LCL. Whatever one that you like.
LCL. LCL.
Why are you crouching so bloody close?
You do remember your dream this time.
I was gonna wake you up. But like.
It's still early. It's foggy. It's early.
Why does everyone say that?
Because the clouds haven't woken up yet.
That's obviously how the world works.
That is a beautiful line.
If the clouds are close to the ground still, it means that the sun hasn't woken them up. Please let me be a cloud on the ground. Stop trying to be the sun.
Am I not the sun? Am I not the light?
Ugh, no.
But I can light things up. That's not a good joke to say.
Yeah, on fire! You lit me on fire!
You shocked me.
You know what? This is futile. Futile.
Look, we already discussed it. We apologized last night. Anyway, Emrys is making food.
I'm not hungry.
Be hungry.
I don't want to be hungry.
Have you just thought about not being disabled?
Just
be hungry.
Stop being autistic.
Yeah.
Seraphim, can we talk for a second?
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Ugh.
Let's go wake up the clouds.
Might I find a little pair of socks somewhere?
Yeah.
Can I look for a pair of socks?
Yeah.
Jackie's still huddled in her blanket, by the way. She's still completely huddled in it.
I make an investigation check. Like socks? Like
yes,
okay.
like a sock.
Like a sock.
Oh man. That
Oh,
is
man.
Oh man, come on guys, this isn't funny.
It's so funny, guys.
Investigation you said?
Mm-hmm.
That is 11.
Okay. So you don't find any, like, clean socks.
That is fine.
You do... Are you looking for 2?
I'm just trying to find something to put on my little feet so they don't get cold.
On your little claws?
My talons.
You do find 2, there are like bundles of herbs in like corners of the room and just like around the edge, like the perimeter of the like where the wall meets the floor. And some of them are made of socks that have just had herbs and salts and stuff stuffed in.
He's gonna go. He's gonna like
He's just gonna
put
dump
them
it out.
on. Yeah. He like
Is
dumps
he-
it.
okay,
He like
he dumps
finds
it
a
out.
drawer and like dumps it into the drawer and closes
Oh
it.
my god. Oh,
Yeah.
I have a question for DM.
Yes.
Does Jackie know why Seraphim's here? Would Jackie
You-
know?
You would not know. You
Because I didn't.
you could imply when you looked over that Seraphim looked hurt, but also Seraphim was hurt before, like, by you.
Okay.
So,
Because I was just trying to remember if
yeah,
last session if I was told anything.
you were not told anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna like open the door and be like,
Thank you. I go out.
before he leaves.
For a second, I thought you were just gonna close the door behind
Yeah, I
Jackie
thought that
and
was
not
exactly
leave.
what you were gonna do.
Before he leaves, I'm just Martin.
Aww.
Yeah. What?
I'm going out with Jackie. I'm not going to go far.
We're just gonna be on the porch.
I'm just going outside.
Okay.
She's being crazy.
He's eating grapes.
Okay. He's gonna like close the door.
Oh, he needs to make sure. No. Oh.
What do you want?
What are you doing here?
That's a very, very, very large question. I need you to.
I mean, in this house, which I'm assuming is Emrys's, in Emrys's house. I mean,
I was brought back here last night.
because I did things. Was it because of me?
No.
No.
It's because of other things.
What did you do?
Try to leave, same as you.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, Shay! You can get mad at me when I want to leave, but when you want to leave, no, you can leave. How did how'd that go for you?
He like gestures to the state of bandaging and all of that.
Okay, well that doesn't explain anything. I did the same thing to you. Sorry,
I'm
by
not
the way.
okay.
What did you see anything?
Why are you so all of a sudden so interested in me?
We're not allowed to be, after all the interest you've put into me.
Fair point. I saw a woman.
Did she hurt you?
Yes. What did you see?
I saw a lot of people. I saw me. And me again.
Like a mirror.
Almost. Kind of distorted in a way. Kept changing. Did not appreciate that.
Why didn't you appreciate it? Isn't it true to your nature? That it would have been changing.
What?
You're a shape changer.
What?
You're a shape changer?
I'm not a shape changer? Wait.
Okay, never mind.
Deception.
Can I do an insight?
Yeah.
Why in the bloody hell did you get I was a shape changer?
I wonder why. So weird.
Oh, fuck. This dice is being bad. Can I get advantage because I did a bunch of research on shape changers in the library?
I am going to give you advantage because you physically saw her change.
Oh, you motherfucker. That's a 10.
17.
No!
Dude, I have a 6 in deception.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, you thought I was a shape changer?
I guess it doesn't really matter, because obviously you're not.
Sorry, that's really funny to me.
Laugh all you want.
Sorry. No, I'm not a shape changer, and no. It's just... people change around me. I don't enjoy it.
How do you mean?
Well, they're there one day, and the second they're not.
Have you ever thought about why that is?
Well, considering I'm a noble, makes all the sense.
Everybody hates the rich and powerful.
Or everyone wants to be them.
I think that still falls into the same category of hating them.
Who would hate me? I'm wonderful.
Oh, yes. Who would hate you?
You don't like me, Seraphim.
I do like you.
I like you, Seraphim. Even though
Maybe
you're not
just
rich
a little
enough.
bit.
I'm a little bit what?
I said maybe just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Considering you're my only friend.
I'm not your only friend.
Soon to be.
What do you mean?
So what are you if not a shape changer? Just a normal tiefling?
I'm just a tiefling. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, are you just a bird?
No, very much not just a bird.
Exactly. I'm the opposite. I'm just a tiefling.
Okay. Why are we out here?
I just wanted to see if you were okay.
Are you okay?
I've never been okay.
Is there anything I can do to help you feel okay? Even for just a moment?
Can you say that you are indeed my friend?
You are my friend.
Thank you. And
I know it doesn't fix anything, but for what it's worth, I am sorry.
I'm so sorry for how I've not treated you, but acted around you.
I wouldn't say that I've been giving off a very good first impression either.
Can't really blame you for that. It's hard to trust people.
I think it's hard to let yourself trust people, but I don't think it's inherently hard to trust. When you're damaged and broken, such as me. I don't know if you would identify yourself as damaged or broken, but it makes it hard for you to trust. I can't just give my broken pieces away to anybody.
And I don't just expect you to. Are you and Martin okay?
I don't know.
I noticed how you kind of acted last night.
It's my fault.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's both of yours.
More so mine, though.
You make the mistakes, but he's too passive to treat them.
But what do you do when you keep making mistakes? How do you stop making mistakes that hurt people that you care about?
That's the fun part of it.
I hardly find it fun.
You don't. You can't not make mistakes, Seraphim. But you can fix them. You can ease them over. It's like repairing a pot. You just get new clay and you put it in. And you rub it around and it won't be perfect, but at least be fixed and still usable.
I think there might be pieces of the pot missing.
That's when you just find new clay. And you mold new pieces and put it in. It's gonna look a little bit different. But it'll still work.
I don't know why I spent so much time trying to avoid you. Or trying to crack you. Because I think this Jackie's pretty interesting.
I'm very kind when I'm not being pressured into telling people things.
Martin told me that those kinds of things just come with time. And maybe it won't even. But
Martin's very smart for someone who's unaware of his own feelings.
his own feelings.
He's not very good at letting them out. He keeps them in. He's too passive with them. And then when something does happen, and he can't be passive, he seems the type to explode.
I think I have a certain fondness towards him.
Do you?
Oh.
Yes.
Well then, how about you go back inside and you go eat some crepes, and once the sun wakes up the clouds, we can go head back to the cabins and just take a bit of a breather.
I don't want to go back to the cabins.
Where do you want to go?
I like it here. feel like I can just exist. I don't have to be this broken person that needs to be fixed. I can just be. I think it's unfair for this camp to be made for broken people because I think it just traps them in that place.
Thank you. That is literally how it has felt the entire time I've been here. It's understandable. It's everything. Oh my goodness. And no one sees it. Everyone sees this camp as something amazing, something good. But there have been kids trapped here.
I just don't understand how we're supposed to leave.
I don't. You know what it was, right? What's keeping us in here?
I think it's our own dysfunction.
I was talking about what caused everything.
What?
It was Emrys. Her spell. She made a spell of some sort that keeps people here. And that's not a lie, I promise you, she told me.
But she made
Seraphim, even she can't leave.
But she came to help us. She came to help me.
And I think she does care in that sense. It was a mistake for her.
Then it's all a lie that no one can leave here.
People can, though. She can't actually decide who leaves and who stays. She doesn't know the perimeters. No one does.
Then what do we do?
I think we should try to break the spell.
Add it to the list.
And I think we can do that together with Martin.
I think that I'm willing to try. I need to get out of here and try and understand what happened to me.
And I want to leave to help. So Seraphim, as I am a hero of sorts and I help people, when we leave, I'd like to help you.
To be honest, I thought I was going to have to trick you into helping me.
Don't be so bothersome. You're my friend. You've said so yourself. And now you're stuck with me.
Oh no. I think it's nice to be stuck with friends.
By choice, of course, not...
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And Seraphim? You're a good guy. When you're not being a dick.
You're not too bad yourself when you're not setting me on fire.
Yeah, I taught you a word. What was the word? When I'm not being a bitch. Remember that.
It doesn't feel right to call it to you.
Why?
It feels like an aggressive thing for a man to say to a woman.
This is why you're a good guy, Seraphim. This is why you're a good guy.
I have a question.
And I have an answer.
It's sort of a favor.
I have a reply.
The other day, when you cast that spell with your hands in the fire, I saw something from my past.
Oh? Oh!
And afterwards, I went to Emrys. She did the same thing. And it wasn't the fire that triggered the memory, but it was her that triggered the memory. And she was there, and I was in the big house. And I watched her walk in, and it was like from another time, like from long ago. She didn't have her beads and makeup and things. She was just sort of bare.
Wait. You said that you've only been here for 2 months, correct?
Yes. I don't know how I got here.
Then,
How I would have been here back then.
so, if you knew
Jackie.
Emrys,
Yesterday, the creature that I saw said that it made me.
Seraphim, if you knew Emrys knew you.
I told her what I saw, and she did not want to talk about it. She refused. That's when I stole her beads and left. But I upset her greatly.
So she knows who you were
Emrys
before.
knows me. And I think that she knows who made me, and I know the name of the woman who made me.
What's her name?
Dr. Aiko.
Is that familiar to me at all? Would I know that, in a sense?
You've never heard that name before.
Okay.
I mean, like, you could make a history check, but you've never heard the name before, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard the name.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
even
it's
gonna,
like, it's not like anything that you could know.
Yeah. She doesn't... Is she famous or something?
I don't know. But I was wondering if, without casting the spell, you could try and trigger the memory again.
Oh. I can do that. Yeah, I'm down. Okay. I'm gonna...
Wait,
Yes.
we might want to go to the back of the house. Not in front. Just so that we're less visible. If in case that she
That's very true.
catches on.
You're not trusting Emrys? Why not?
Because Emrys is shush. Emrys vented. Okay, that's what happened. Okay,
I
yeah.
think we can go just to the back of the house.
I've got an idea. I'm gonna open the door. We're going to the garden. Close the door. Let's go.
Okay.
But we're not actually. We're gonna just go to the back. Say that we walked to the door.
Seraphim's going to follow you rather than lead you because the last time he led you somewhere it was bad.
Aww, he's learning.
So he's kind of like walking a few paces behind
Yeah,
you.
I'm going like
walking very gently with his feet.
I'm going to like where the garden was, and then like going off to the side of it.
Okay.
To where it's like there's not really any visible windows on it. So no spell, but you want me to point at you?
Just he like puts out his little feathers and is like hold out your hands.
I hold out my hands.
And your hands glowed almost like with fire.
Yes, I did too.
And I just had to look.
Okay.
What level spell is this?
Hellish Rebuke is a level 2 spell.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you I'm going to have you make an Arcana check with advantage.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
So that I don't set it off.
Yeah. If it was a cantrip, you would totally be able to do this no problem, but because it is like a level spell.
I have an idea.
Okay.
That I can do it for cantrip.
What cantrip?
Minor illusion.
Oh.
You can try that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna use minor illusion
Okay.
to try to make my hands look like how they usually are when I do cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. That works.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm gonna try with all my frickin' little
History.
bird-brained might.
Make your history check.
Okay. Applying all my bird brain cells. That is an dirty 20.
Nice.
So...
Oh no!
We have the consequences.
She's just
of our,
standing here and Seraphim's like,
the consequences of our actions.
oh no! This is what happens when you put two dumb people together and they make friends.
You dumb bitch.
But we don't say that word
We
because
don't
it's
say
not a
that
nice
word.
thing for men to say to women.
That's okay. I'm
It's
not...
funny though.
It's so true.
Okay, so
I'm scared.
it works.
Wait, before it happens,
Okay.
can he say
We're
something really
backtracking.
quickly?
Yeah.
He like grabs your hand really quickly and he goes, Jackie, I'm scared.
I'll be right here. And Martin's just inside, and so's Emrys. And if anything happens, I'll help. Wait, let me look something up really quick. Let me just search something.
We got so many quotes already. Oh my god.
I'm gonna look up something really quick. I'm going to cast Sense Emotions as I'm casting Minor Illusion. Can I do that?
Minor illusion's a cantrip, so yes.
Okay.
Minor illusion is not concentration. Is that correct?
It shouldn't. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Let me check.
It is.
Nemo.
Oh my god! I said yes.
Minor Illusion is not.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Sense Emotions,
Sense Emotions.
is concentration.
so then you're all good because it's
Aw, babies. I'm going to cast Sense Emotions.
okay.
I'll be able to know if you need to be pulled out. Okay? I promise.
Okay.
You ready? Minor Illusion.
So it was a dirty 20. Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be able to sense every emotion that's being broadcasted here.
Oh, and there are emotions.
Oh, fuck, man.
Okay, so you see the hands glowing with this like crackling heat and energy. Kind of like the hands are made of embers themselves. That's kind of how it looks when that spell that you were referencing was cast. Hellish Rebuke. But now it's the illusion, but it still looks exactly the same, except there isn't really heat. And you get a memory. This memory, it hurts. It isn't part of the memory that you had of Emrys, but it does feel like it's in a similar location. You can't really look around. Your eyes are squeezed shut. But you feel the heat of the burning hands on the which side of your face is your metal?
Oh, it's the
face?
whole face.
Your metal.
It's like, his whole face.
Okay,
is
so
metal.
you feel it on where you know the metal to be. Like you can feel the shape of the heat of hands. Like you can feel where the fingers are through the heat. And you feel like as if needles made of just pure heat pierce through your flesh as the metal is being planted into place. You would be putting voice to this pain if you hadn't been putting voice to it an hour ago. And there's not really voice left to do that right now. And that is what you remember.
Oh, God.
So emotions.
What emotions are you feeling, Seraphim?
He feels scared. Like he's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
He feels hopeless to changing, and that's why he's not screaming in pain anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Part of him feels like he deserves it.
Baby.
But he knows that it's not fair, and he feels hatred for whoever's doing it to him. He feels sad for himself. He feels hatred for himself. All those things. And also just excruciating pain.
Okay. Okay, as Jackie's feeling that, and like, oh shit, she closes her hand and stops the cantrip.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's why. I expected that's why the memory was so short, is because you were like, oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
this is going
yeah.
wrong. Yeah. Seraphim?
It's like,
You okay? Seraphim? It's Jackie. You know where you are?
yes.
Are you okay?
Yes. No. But I'll be okay.
I had to cut it short, I'm sorry. It was a lot.
It's okay.
What did I help?
I don't know. It wasn't the same kind of memory as before. It hurt.
Did it not hurt last time?
No. Last time I saw things, but this time I just felt it.
You said that it was seeing Emrys. You had another memory, and not like feelings.
Yes.
Okay, this is probably a dumb question. How often can you use cantrips?
Unlimited.
Unlimited? Okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea. If you'd be open to it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion,
Okay.
and I'm gonna create an Emrys illusion.
Okay.
Putting the boy through it. Let's go.
Minor illusion is 5 by 5, is that correct? Or is it 10 by 10?
Oh, I just have this up right now.
Because Emrys is more than 5 feet tall. You make
Well, the range
Make a
is
5
30.
feet version of her.
It must be no larger than a 5-foot cube.
Yeah. So a little bit short,
A
Emrys.
short Emrys.
A short king.
Short king.
Short king.
That's so funny. It's like a short Emrys.
She's a little bit shorter.
It's like a Jackie-sized Emrys.
It's the best I can do, okay?
Sorry.
Are you up for this, by the way? Are you okay?
I don't know what's going on, but yes.
Are you ready for a memory?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Okay. And fake Emrys.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna reach out her hand. quietly just gonna glow like that, like hellish rebuke. How do you feel?
What do you feel?
You want me to roll?
So, what are you trying to get from this?
A memory.
Okay.
Because Seraphim stated that it was Emrys that gave him the memory.
Right.
While the other one, like the flames or whatever, it was a memory, but it was like not too much. But Emrys was an actual disruptive memory. That's just what Jackie's figuring because.
Can you rephrase that for me to understand?
Okay. Jackie learned that Emrys herself, by doing the action, gave Seraphim a memory.
Okay.
Jackie wants to see if, like, a fake Emrys can do the same thing.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
However, it's also an Emrys that is very known not real.
Yes.
So I want to see if that does anything.
I'm gonna have you make a history check, but I'm gonna have it at disadvantage.
Can I take away disadvantage?
What?
You gonna use a trinket?
Yeah.
So just advantage?
Just a straight roll.
You used a trinket for this?
Yeah, I wanna. 17.
Okay.
Trinket's been used.
Bro does not keep his trinkets.
No, they're for the set. I get them and I use them.
Don't worry, I was gonna use it for the shape-shifting comment. For the deception
Oh,
check.
yeah.
Oh.
If you hadn't rolled so horribly.
Yeah.
Listen. I didn't charge my noise. I should probably check on where the cat is.
I heard a sneeze.
Oh.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
Okay.
chilling.
Oh, she's passed out between the...
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Between...
I was wondering. I was like, what sneak?
It's just darkness.
Because I heard like a.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Okay. 17, you said?
Yes.
What was that expression?
I was gonna see if I could like lie to you and say it was higher. 17 though.
Wow.
Listen.
Why?
18.
We have audio recording
Yeah,
for
we got
proof. You're
proof.
caught in 4K.
God, poor-
Listen, I only said I was thinking about lying. I didn't actually do one.
Yeah. The 2 audience members are really calling you out here. Okay. You... I'm thinking. Let me think for a sec.
Bim,
Thinking?
bim, 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 bim,
I'm
bim,
sorry, I'm
I
thinking.
didn't know you could do that.
bim, 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 bim,
I'm so sad.
bim, bim,
It's
bim.
not helping.
I know.
Trying to set this in a way that would make sense. You get something. That's it. I'm just kidding. You get a memory, but this memory is it's not the illusion of Emrys that triggers it. The illusion of Emrys is there, and you know it's an illusion. And that, I think, is the main thing. The knowledge of... It's not really her. And the, it's not really her is the main thing, because the memory that you receive is a long time ago, where you are in what we know to be the big house, even though it's, it's different. It was in still in a long ago time. However, just like right now, you are seeing an illusion. And the illusion is of a kenku. Not you. But a old woman kenku. And you know it's not really your mom. But at that moment, you really want it to be.
Huh?
And that's what you get, and it comes back. And we're back to the present. You still have sense emotions, don't you?
I do,
Yeah.
Because it lasts a minute.
Yeah. What emotions are being picked up by sense emotions right now?
1 sec, I'm writing something.
Writing? You're writing in this.
You're educated?
Hardly.
I didn't know you could write.
I think that you just feel deep grief
Oh.
and
baby.
abandonment.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
a strong wanting for that kind of connection, for someone to look at you as as if you are their child. Like, he wants to be loved by a mom.
Aww.
He wants to have his mother look at him in a loving way.
Bro has mommy issues.
Wow.
You said it the other day.
Can't relate.
So that's what you see. Seraphim's gonna turn his face away from you, though.
Oh, baby.
He's like,
turn minor illusion off. You okay? I know you're not. We can take a break or we can just stop. Seraphim?
he's just weeping.
Oh, baby! No!
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's mine for being broken.
Hey, no. No.
No, it's okay.
Seraphim.
It's okay because I know that no one's ever going to look at me like that.
Like what?
Like I could be loved. Like I'm not something more than just a broken hunk of something that used to be alive. Because that's what I am. I'm just... I hardly can even call myself real anymore.
But you're alive.
Am I?
You're feeling, aren't you? That's alive right there. And Seraphim, you might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but you definitely deserve love. In fact,
I know that I do.
I think there's someone out there who does love you.
It's fine.
Is it?
Yes.
Was this helpful at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you still have sense emotions on?
Has it been a minute?
What?
Has it been a minute?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was
DM.
I didn't know.
DM.
Bro was lost. Bro was lost.
It's only a minute.
Yeah, it's only a minute.
I feel like you're getting, like, this is the last of it. It's, like, trailing out as you're...
You feel like, with that kind of, like, grief and abandonment and those, like, strong feelings of that,
Yeah.
it's almost like something dampened it, and it was, like, put in a box. And then you just felt nothing.
Okay.
Masking.
Mask. That's what the point of the mask is. Sorry. I like that song.
I think we could go back inside. Do you think?
I think so. If you're ready.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. What are friends for? Now come on. You need some food.
I suppose so.
Back inside we go.
We go back inside.
Don't do that to me.
This is your fault.
This is your fault.
You put us in this predicament.
You gave me permission.
Doesn't
You
mean you
said
can do it.
break my characters, and I said,
Just because we said you could doesn't mean you should.
no, that's incorrect. If you say that I can do it, that's asking for me to do it.
Seraphim is telling Jackie lore.
Okay.
What's going on? What do we miss?
Not really lots. Martin is sitting, on like a kitchen stool, having another crepe. And Emrys is just cleaning again.
Seraphim's gonna go back to his nest.
Oh.
Okay.
We've
That can be
returned!
cozy.
Hooray!
Hooray!
How's the garden?
It's really pretty. Not that pretty, but very pretty.
Oh, I should go see the garden.
Pardon?
I said I should go see the garden.
There's better gardens.
Emrys like looks over at you like, ouch.
Jackie has like the sweetest little smile ever.
She's like, what? Me?
I
Me?
could never. I would never. How are you doing, Martin?
I'm doing okay.
Are you awake now, like fully?
Only time will tell.
Perfect. Then, Martin, I have a very important question for you.
I probably have a very important answer.
Are you okay?
Got him.
I asked it quietly.
Oh, okay.
I asked it quietly. I don't
Okay.
ask it aloud. I'm like, are you okay? But I still have like a big smile on my face.
I'm fine.
Insight check this motherfucker. I don't believe him. I don't fucking
Fuck him
believe
up.
for shit. That is 17 plus 4, which is...
You don't need that plus 4. You don't need that 17. You just needed a 10. Martin is not, in fact, okay.
No. You can tell me, Martin,
Tell you what.
that you're not okay.
I'm fine.
Martin.
I'm fine.
Let's go look at the garden, Martin. You have no choice. Let's go. You wanted to hang out yesterday. We're hanging out now.
Well, that was,
It's a beautiful
there was
garden,
different
Martin.
reasons that I wanted to hang out yesterday.
Martin,
than
it's a
today.
pretty garden. You said you wanted to see the garden. I don't give him a choice. I'm already walking.
You got to the garden.
Martin.
Jackie. What?
You're not okay. Don't act like I didn't see what was going on last night, even though I was half dead.
What?
Are you okay?
I am okay.
I don't believe you. I know what it looks like to not be okay. And you're a damn near reflection of that. Is it between you and Seraphim? Oh my. Staring at me and couldn't do anything.
I thought it might.
That's my thing. I'm not gonna force you to say anything, but I want you to know I can tell you're not okay. And I can also tell you, as cheesy as this sounds from coming from me, don't bottle it up. It's not gonna work.
Did it work for you?
No.
Are
It
you
never
still
has.
doing it?
That's why I'm telling you it doesn't work. And old habits die hard.
Maybe my old habits die hard too.
Just someone's going to crack that bottle, and you're going to be the one to break it.
What does that mean?
It means someone's going to affect you in a way that you can't fix. And you're going to try to repair that bottle as best you can. And it's going to drop. And then no one will be happy or okay. And you won't have a bottle to put things in anymore.
Then what am I supposed to do with the bottle?
Supposed to keep it safe. But not full. Martin, you're in a camp for literally the least okay people in the entire, not world, but like, you know, area. I mean, I'm here, which I'm fine, but this place is meant to help. As annoying as it is, you are part of that.
Only kinda. I'm not here to be here.
You're gonna end up being here. I don't know, and I don't want to know what it is between you and Seraphim, like your job and all that kind of thing, the friendship you two have. I just want you to know that it is okay to be mad at him. You just can't let that anger fester for too long. And that's all I'm going to say, and then I'm going to walk away. I'm going to leave Briar with that.
Got him.
He just kind of sits down in the garden and just stays there for a little bit. What's Seraphim doing?
Yeah, what's Seraphim at?
I would like to actually have a conversation with Emrys.
Okay.
He's gonna go into the room that she's in.
Okay. At the moment, she's still in the kitchen. She's taking down the herbs that are hanging and kind of taking them off of their... taking the dried leaves off of the woody part of the plants, you know, and cutting them up and putting them in bottles and just harvesting the herbs.
You know me.
Fuck!
I should hope so. We've been here for around over 2 months now.
You are part of the reason why I need to be fixed in the first place, aren't you?
Oh my god.
I should hope that I am helping you rather than being the reason for anything.
No. Just as we were making progress, you left the room.
We made progress, and then you turned the magnifying glass on me, so...
I did not.
Yes, you did. That was exactly what you did.
How broken would you say your mind is?
Oh my god! Seraphim's mad.
Seraphim's so mad.
Seraphim's mad.
Perhaps one of the most.
And how broken would you say my mind is?
I do not know.
Do you not know, or do you not wish to acknowledge?
Only you know your mind.
I know my mind.
Then
I know my mind. I hardly know my mind. I hardly understand or comprehend or remember anything that should exist in my mind. How old am I? 30 years old? I should have memories, shouldn't I? Why is it fair that you get to live 1,000,000 lifetimes while I am barely living my own?
you cannot blame people for their lives.
I don't think I blame anyone except for you and Dr. Aiko.
Why do you blame me?
Because you were there. And I know that you know things and that you are willfully withholding them from me. Because you aren't ready to examine yourself and understand that what you've done is wrong.
And what have I done?
You are withholding my memories from me.
What, you think I keep your memories in little bottles and keep them as secrets?
You have the power to give them to me.
How? Tell me how and I will do it. I do not know how.
You were able to bring some of them back the other day. And you stopped. See, our pasts are intertwined. And it is unfair that you get to have that story, and I do not.
I do not know what story you are talking about.
You have my story.
I met you once before, and it was the worst day of my life, and I left.
Do you enjoy playing games?
Oh my god, Seraphim and his games, man.
What games are you referencing?
All of it. Do you enjoy playing therapist? Do you enjoy feeling like you get to fix people?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate for you, isn't it? Because you can't leave. Seraphim's gonna go back to his nest.
What the fuck, man?
Jackie forgot to tell Seraphim not to say anything. Jackie forgot to say, don't ask how I know these things. Just don't bring it up.
What do you... I'm gonna cry.
You hurt us, we will hurt you.
Seraphim's gotta find somebody to put his angry energy into. He has a
We
reason
can't
to be.
do it to Jackie anymore.
Yeah, because we're besties now.
Yeah, we made up, man.
You can only have 2 besties. So.
It's so true. Seraphim can only hold 2 things in his brain at a time.
And to be fair, Emrys is holding a lot more information than Jackie was.
Seraphim's like, I can only like 2 things and hate 1 thing. And I switched Emrys and Jackie, so now I have to hate Emrys. What the fuck, man? I'm like on the verge here
Of giving us a happy ending?
of crying.
Of giving us a happy ending.
I'm not on the verge of that.
Oh man.
man.
Y'all just making it worse.
Aw man.
Oh man.
Come on, guys, this isn't fair.
Where did Jackie go?
She's taking a walk through the forest. She's just in the forest. She did not go back into the house. She just kind of left Martin. And
Wow.
Left Martin? Oh my god.
he's used to that.
You're so mean.
Just because someone is used to being neglected doesn't mean you should neglect them.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ooh,
Jackie's just trying to get like a general idea of like where they are, besides like the whole Emrys house thing.
Oh, you mean like where in the forest?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a map, don't you?
I do?
Yeah.
I have a map?
We have a map of the grounds.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm looking at my map.
Okay. Well,
My
Emrys'
map.
house is like set on the still in the forest, but in the like eastern part of the forest.
Okay.
So
it's kind of a walk away from the exit.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the exit is on the west side. I compass directions. Dyslexia. Okay. But yeah, you're kind of on the opposite side of the forest to the exit.
Okay.
Or to the boundary of the camp, I should say.
Okay. Jackie's just kind of chilling, I guess. She's not really trying to do anything.
Okay.
She's more of just trying to look at the trees and what.
Sorry, I'm like still appalled by
Yeah,
this.
but-
Yeah, I'm still really. So you're looking at the trees?
Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't. Can I tell, like, are the trees any different when they're near Emrys' house? Or when they're away?
Different in what kind of way?
Age.
Age. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. I want to tell if these trees are older than the ones nearby.
Okay. Like the trees in
The trees next
near
to Emrys'
house are different than the regular trees of the forest?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see if there's like a cutoff. What am I doing?
Investigation. Or nature. Is that a natural one?
That's a natural one. It's a tree.
Well,
It's a tree.
look at that tree.
God damn,
Yeah.
there's a tree.
You see like a little pattern in the bark and it looks like a person a
ooh.
little bit, but like...
I'm like touching the tree
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this is like a nice texture. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Just caressing the tree. I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is such a fucking tree.
It's such a fucking tree.
I'm enjoying this tree, man. Oh fuck, what was I doing? What was I doing? What was
Good
I?
sidetrack.
I was so sidetracked. What am I doing? FD. Oh, bollocks. Well, fuck, man.
Looks like a tree. They all look like trees. Yeah.
I'm thinking. And what Jackie be? Okay, well Jackie can't do fucking shit.
Alright.
My whole thing was gonna be trees. Looking at trees and all this trees. That's boring. Not old trees, not wise trees, not talking trees. I'm just gonna go back to the house.
Where exactly did Seraphim go?
He went back to his nest. So
Okay.
he's still, like, glaring at her,
Oh.
actually.
He's glaring at the wall. He can't see her from...
He's glaring in the general direction.
Okay.
She can feel it.
She's just gonna go back to the house and be like, I'm back. Do I feel the tension? How autistic am I? Am I aware of things?
How autistic am I? It's a new role.
Make a roll for autism.
That's a 17.
Oh, 17 autism.
I don't see any tension.
Make just a general insight check, I think.
General insight?
Mm-hmm.
Do not roll my dice for me, Dungeon Cat.
She's like, but please.
That's a 19.
Okay. There's tension.
Just gonna...
so the format of the house is like you walk in and there's the place where you like get the mud off your shoes and you put your umbrella if it's raining or whatever. There's like coat hangers, and then to the left of that, hello kitty, is the like doorway to go into the kitchen, and then straight on in the hallway. There's a left door to go into the kitchen, and then if you continue down that hallway, it's like the living area.
Okay.
As you walk past the kitchen or walk to the kitchen, you see Emrys like chopping herbs, but there's a lot more force than is strictly necessary to cut leaves.
She's like,
that's what you...
What are you making?
Herbs.
I came in asking what the plan was, essentially, of like, when you want us to leave and just go back to the camp.
Whenever you want.
Okay. Like, trying to analyze. I'm not doing too much analyzation. I'm just kind of looking. I'm like, there have been too many emotions, and it's just the morning.
Yeah.
Like, the clouds have the clouds woken up yet?
The clouds have woken up.
Okay. Like, the clouds have woken up now, but like, oh my god.
just barely.
It's like 11 o'clock probably right now.
Okay, well, it's still like too early. Yeah.
Nope.
It's too early. I'm gonna go. Is Seraphim in the house?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna go to. Sorry, the Dungeon Cat playing with
The
my
Dungeon Cat's playing with the little pencil.
pencil.
Dungeon Cat rolls so many dice, but she always rolls shit. It's like me for real.
So she's. What's up with her eye? Sorry.
She got a cataract.
She's got a cataract.
A cataract?
A dungeon cataract.
Oh my god. It's like a
I've
tazaract.
never made that joke before.
Flashbacks to all 5 other times when you said it.
So you go to Seraphim, I'm assuming?
Yeah, just like... Ooh, actually... I know what I'm gonna do. What other rooms are in the house?
Ooh, okay.
Wait. Emrys, are you okay if I, like, do a little bit of exploring? I won't dig.
She has your dice.
That's fine.
Okay.
She doesn't eat it, right?
No.
Okay, then yeah, she's fine.
Because she'd die.
That doesn't stop them.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine, she can play with it.
She won't eat it.
Is it okay if I, like, look around a little bit?
Are you going to...
No, I've just never been in a house this small before.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Small houses are...
Really small, I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how you expand so much.
Well, there's a lot of rooms that you need. You need the tea room, you need the fresh room, you need, like, the lounging area, you need the lounge, you need the guest room, another guest room, you need your room, you need another guest room, you need the maid's room, you need the Scully, but, no, yes?
Feel free to have a look around.
I would. That's all I need.
A fresh room? Are you kidding me?
I made
Just
that.
to be fresh?
I made that up. I forgot what a bathroom was called. I forgot what a...
That I feel like that would actually be a room in like a rich person's house. They just like...
You freshen up.
Oh, isn't that like a powder room or like a perfume room or something?
That's the bathroom.
Oh,
Powder room.
Is a powder room the same as a bathroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why do they call it that?
Because that's where ladies would go to, like, powder. That's where they would put on their makeup.
That's
and
what
stuff
I
like
thought, but I thought that was just a room for that.
No, it
said
is.
powder
It
in
is
it.
the bathroom, but it had like a whole vanity kind of situation set up.
Crazy.
So it was like a more fancy bathroom.
Yeah, you need a room just to drink tea.
Yeah, and then you needed a lounging area, and then a lounging area, a guest lounge area.
That's crazy. Why are you doing that? Anyway, you have been
I'm
given
snooping.
permission.
I lied.
Yeah.
I'm snooping.
Okay.
I'm definitely snooping.
Okay.
Does Seraphim, did they hear that conversation at all?
You probably did because you were glaring at the wall.
Seraphim's gonna go with Jackie.
Oh, there you go.
He doesn't.
Which is just for listeners. It's just moving your index finger up and down.
He does it with his feather, just.
I want to see what rooms are in the house. I will state, I am not looking for Emrys's room.
Okay.
I'm just looking for...
Like, not Emrys's bedroom.
Yeah, I just want to know what rooms, like, how many rooms there are in this house.
Okay.
She's just loving my dice, man.
Dungeon Cat loves dice. Like, not even kidding, we have a set of dice in the living room, and it's just for her, basically, to play with and roll around.
So, yeah, I just want to look for how many rooms there are.
Seraphim's gonna message you instead of talking out loud. Is that how that works?
Yeah, you can message.
What are you doing?
Is message cantrip or...
Cantrip.
Okay.
What are you doing? He still whispers even though he's doing messages like...
Oh.
What are you doing?
My dice! It's fine. Looking around? I'm looking around. Do I say it mentally? Is that how message works?
You say it mentally. I looked it up before. The verbal components for the spell is not what you're saying. It's just like a magical
Okay, cool.
incantation.
Okay.
Are you snooping?
A little bit.
Okay.
You want to join?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking for rooms there. Like, I want to find a study.
Okay.
Ooh.
So there aren't a lot of rooms in this house. There's the kitchen, the living room. There is a like an attic, a study, and Emrys's room, and that's basically, and a bathroom. And that's basically it.
Man, this is a small house. It's very small.
Dungeon Cat.
Dungeon cat. Cat's back. Cat attack. Cataract.
Wow.
Can she be thrown? I'm used to throwing
Oh yeah,
cats.
she can be thrown.
I
Just
throw,
like not too far, but you know.
I throw my cats.
Don't
Me too.
eat it.
I also
I eat
throw.
my cats. My cats love it. I throw them. They come back to me. They want it.
They're like, do it again, please.
They're like ferrets. It's so funny.
I love ferrets. Whatever Jackie does, Seraphim is copying, like, exactly.
Yeah, you're used to that, huh?
Topping things.
Oh yeah.
Kenku.
Yeah. No, that's what I was going for. Hey boo! Come here, Dungeon Cat.
Don't use the cat like a gun.
She's my cat. Oh. Oh, nice. I got a
Shing?
trinket.
You got a trinket?
For
Trinket.
being mean to Emrys.
Yes! I can get prizes
how I
for
get-
being gay and mean.
Dude, all I have to do is be mean to Emrys so I can get a trinket.
No.
Emrys!
This was a very
It was a
specific
good
type of
scene.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
She likes to walk across laptops, so be careful.
That's fun.
See, just like that.
So there's an attic?
There's an attic.
Okay, how do I get, is it like one of those lever systems in order to get into the attic?
It's like a little, pull down ladder, kind of.
Ah, one of those.
Yeah.
Seraphim's gonna go.
Are you going to...
He can't reach it. He's too short.
I'm gonna try to lift Seraphim. I'm gonna lift Seraphim. I'm gonna try to lift Seraphim up.
I would like to say that I'm resisting this.
Strength. -2, right?
Yeah.
He's like trying to think as heavy as he can. He's like, metal, iron, bricks.
Like, will himself to be heavy.
17 minus 2 is 15.
Do you really not want to be lifted?
He does not want to be lifted.
Jackie's lifting. Jackie didn't ask.
Are you wiggling?
Yeah, he's like...
I'll have you make a dexterity check.
Against my 15.
Yeah, you can totally not beat that. I don't know what your dexterity is though.
22.
You try, but the wiggling is too much, and you kind of like.
He kind of like.
I was trying to help.
I was simply saying, just open it.
I thought you were reaching for it.
I was, but I wanted you to open it, not lift me up.
But you were already reaching for it.
I'm older than you.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Open it for your elder.
Lift it for me. Lift me up.
He's gonna
Right.
he's gonna
like
he's like on the ground as like a stool.
wings on the ground as like a little
just-
stepping stool.
He's being a stool, thinking strong thoughts.
I hope.
Little man thinks
I
strong
do need
thoughts.
to have you make a strength.
Damn it.
I'll have you make it with advantage because you're not like on two legs. You're like having some support with your arms.
Oh, there's a natural 20.
All right.
Awesome. I'm reaching for it. I want
Alright.
it. I want to pull it as quietly as I can.
Still.
Damn it.
There's so much rolling right now.
I know, it's awesome, dude. This is what D&D is, rolling.
Rolling to get into the
Rolling.
attic.
Rolling down the road. What am I doing?
You're rolling
Stealth. You see me rolling.
It was an 18 and it rolled to 4.
Okay.
Plus 4, 8.
8. There is a creek. Okay.
Can Seraphim in anticipation go?
Okay, here's the thing: is
Yeah,
that
we didn't establish that first, right?
what?
We didn't establish
Well,
that.
You can do that as a reaction, but the first part of the creek is still going to be heard.
Okay.
But here's the thing: is that Emrys knows that you're going around, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But
Seraphim still coughs
Yeah.
loudly to cover up the creaking.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to bother Emrys.
I was like,
That's totally the reason. I still didn't want to bother her.
I didn't. That's and I want to snoop.
Okay. You are able to open it. It goes,
Stop it! Stop it!
and the like a ladder falls down.
Ooh.
It is it's kind of like the ladder comes down, but there's still a second like door that you'll have
Okay.
to push open.
Elja's first. Don't glare at me, go ahead.
He just kind of goes like. Climbs up.
Do you open it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It is very dark in there. There's no light coming in. But you are able to get in there. Jackie, do you follow or no?
I'm following.
Okay.
I want to go up.
It is so the
See.
format of this. You can see like the shape of the room and some like dark shapes in it, but the format of it is like a big triangle because that's how the roof is shaped. It's like right up against the roof.
So
And there is a little window, but there are like strong blinds against it, so it's
as someone who has dark vision,
yeah.
what do I see? Because
Do I have dark vision as a bird?
darkness is dim
Do
light for me.
Kenkus have dark
Let
vision?
me see if crows
I kinda
can
feel
see in the
like-
dark.
Well, it would have to be Kenku specifically.
I kind of feel like you don't, but let me check. They don't get dark vision.
Damn it.
It's one of the weird ones. It's like, I think Dragonborns don't have dark vision, and it's like, why don't you have dark vision?
But they're reptiles.
So looking into the room, into the attic, you see boxes. Just like cardboard boxes and wooden boxes. Mostly wooden boxes, mostly like trunks and stuff like that. I'm gonna take back the part about the cardboard because fantasy.
Yeah.
Fantasy
I didn't
cardboard.
know they had cardboard back then.
I don't know they had cardboard. They wooden boxes and trunks and stuff like that. There are, that is most of what you see. There's a couple like rolled up canvases of paintings and stuff like that. But
Okay.
yeah, there's yes, that like it's mostly trunks and stuff like that you see.
Seraphim's gonna go over and open the window.
Okay.
Like, or the blinds.
Yeah.
Just so that he can see.
Yeah, you can totally do that. It's just like canvas, like thick canvas.
Yeah.
And you're able to open the blinds and pull them aside to left and right to open them.
Cool.
And you see what Jackie sees.
I want to go up to one of the rolled canvases.
Okay.
One of the paintings.
Okay.
I want to find the biggest one.
Okay.
And try to unroll it.
Okay. You unroll it. There's a little bit of paint cracking because it's been sitting in the same like rolled up position for a very long time.
Being gentle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as gentle as I can.
What you see is a beautiful painting. This is like beautiful oil painting of a it's the big house. But it's different. And it's like it's very colorful. It has, light in the windows, and it's cloudy in like a dark cloud, but you can feel the emotional warmth inside,
Mm-hmm.
of like home. And that is what you see.
Seraphim, look at this.
Is this familiar to me?
I mean, it's the big house, but it doesn't strike anything from you.
Do you think Emrys painted this?
Does it have a signature?
Does it have a signature?
It does. Echo.
Did Seraphim see that?
Do you
I don't
show
know
the
that.
signature, or you don't?
I only know the name
Yeah,
from Seraphim.
you do know the name though.
I do know the name. Seraphim. Look at the signature.
I'm gonna open another canvas, see if I can unroll, like...
Mm-hmm.
Gentle.
He's being gentle.
We have all the time in the world, we're fine.
Yeah. This one is... It's of Emrys. It's of Emrys as in the less colorful form of her, but smiling and in that like very radiant true smile, not like a smile for the photo kind of thing, but just like laughing.
And it's a painting?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It no beads, but just very, very Emrys is a good-looking guy, you know. So and oil paintings are so good. So, you know, it is a beautiful painting.
What's the signature?
I think you know.
Can I just unroll multiple ones to see if there are any ones of importance and of a different signature?
Mm-hmm. There's one.
Man, fuck you.
It's not these big paintings. It is, you know, like medium-sized. Just like, I'm holding up hands to express how big do you think these are.
It's like an 8 by 11.
It's a little bit bigger than an 8 by 11.
Maybe a 9 by 12.
Mm-hmm.
The cat.
Let's see.
Cat.
Let's see. A long,
Elongated cat.
long spherical specimen.
I just
Okay.
I'm looking over Seraphim's shoulder. I'm like, what are we doing? I know what we're doing.
What did I find?
It's of another person. But it's not Emrys. But the signature is Emrys.
Who's the subject? Is it me?
No.
No. Is it Aiko?
You can only assume. You don't know. It is of another person.
Does the face look... Oh, wait, no. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
What does the person look like?
Okay, I'll tell you. The face is of a handsome woman.
Nice. Sorry.
Like, very, very pale skin. A kind of reddish eye.
Reddish eye?
Mm-hmm.
So singular, okay.
Like, reddish eyes. Sorry, like the color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And a red eye. And a fully black eye.
Red eye, black eye.
Mm-hmm. And the black eye is, you know, no whites. Full black from pupil to corner of eye, you know.
Yeah.
But all of the visage is like palest white. And hair of like white.
Okay.
And but a warm red on the cheeks and a little on the bridge of the nose, and wearing this red coat.
What's her expression?
She's smiling.
Is this ringing any bells? Does her face
History
look
check.
familiar?
With advantage.
That's a dirty 20.
This is Echo.
He kind of looks at it and goes,
Just shuts it.
yeah.
What? What did you find? Oh, she's pretty. What?
It's Dr. Aiko.
Oh, she's ugly.
He's gonna look at this and he's gonna go,
You could take it.
I need it for research purposes.
What if she... Does the attic look like it's been used at all? Like, in the past?
You are...
How much dust is there?
You are, decorating the floor with footprints
Okay.
through the dust.
Okay.
We need to find more information.
I know, but this is, like, different than, like, the library.
It's fine, I'll put it back later.
You're wild. You're amazing. Okay. That's what she looks like.
I guess so.
Interesting. I imagined her blonde.
I imagined her a bitch.
Blonde bitch is a difference. In my experience, yes. However,
I want to go to the most discarded kind of like buried trunk there is. The one that looks most suspicious and interesting as...
Investigation check.
Yummy.
as Seraphim's doing this, I want to find the least dusty container.
Okay.
The container with the least amount of dust.
Okay. We'll do this first.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's a 7.
The most suspicious container. There is a little box. It's kind of like a little jewelry box.
Ooh.
And it has a singular bead in it. Painted, seems by hand, just a bright red bead.
Pocket that shit.
Yoink!
A red bead.
Okay.
So you are looking for what exactly?
The least dusty container.
Okay.
So investigation. I'm just Well, you know, I could just like not roll and you could just give it to me.
No.
That'd be so sweet of you.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Okay. With no modifiers?
No modifiers.
Okay. Least dusty box. There is a like 10 by 10 inches wooden box. I guess 10 by 10 by 10. Sorry for
Nerds.
dimensions. What?
For nerds.
For nerds. When objects have dimensions. You find this box and it's really hard to tell like what has been least used because there is or what has been most recently used because there is a layer of dust on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a box that is very near the like very whoa.
Sorry, my tummy making sounds.
You're fine. You're okay. You're good.
Near to the window and to the like absolute corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in logic ways, maybe the thing that's hidden most is the thing that is most precious or something like that, you know. You don't know. A 10.
Can I open it?
Mm-hmm. It opens easily. And inside... What?
Sorry, I just had an idea.
An idea.
Ooh, an idea.
What's inside the box?
Inside the box.
Is it all the Five Nights at Freddy's secrets that Scott Cawthon has kept from us?
There is, as you open the box, it's on hinges, and as it opens, there's a mirror on...
Jackie shuts it!
Why?
It's a mirror.
Mirror. Jackie doesn't like mirrors.
Jackie shuts the mirror box. Takes a breath.
You alright?
I'm fine. As she reopens the box, she's putting a hand to cover the mirror.
Okay.
So she slides her hand like in between,
Mm-hmm.
and then opens
And
it,
then
like opens it
that,
using
yeah.
the back of her hand.
Mm-hmm. That's so funny. I know that you didn't like mirrors, I remember that, but also I didn't. Your reaction was priceless. You open the box, and there is inside a photograph.
A photograph?
A photograph? And it's of Emrys
Emrys.
and this other person.
Okay.
And they're in some sort of field of flowers,
Gay.
and they are smiling and kind of like their faces are like their cheeks are squished up against each other and they're both smiling.
Aww. How?
And they're like they have their eyes closed and like happy.
How old is the picture?
It is very old.
Okay.
It is taken in black and white.
That is old.
And it's got some like little numbers at the bottom. That's probably a date of some sort.
What are the numbers?
What are the numbers?
What are the numbers? You mentioned numbers.
I mentioned numbers, and now I have to.
Now you have to give
second.
me numbers.
Because I remember I gave you a year that it is. Did I give you a year?
I don't think so. You just said a very long time ago. Very old.
No, I mean like of current times. Did I give you a year?
Oh, did you? You might have.
I'm just gonna make one up.
Okay. All I know is that it's 500 years after the war.
I know that. And I also know how old Emrys is. But that's not the point. Okay. So, the numbers are... I'm writing it down as I'm saying it. 7, 2, 8, 5, dash... 1, 7, dash... 0, 3.
Okay, 7, 2, 8, 5,
17, 0, 3. And then there's like a dash in between the three of them.
Okay. What year is it?
What year is it?
Yeah, what's the present year?
It is...
I'm so sorry, Dia.
You're making me do math and
I'm so sorry,
mad at
Dia.
you.
I'm so sorry.
I should have like expected you guys to go into the attic or something.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, anticipate our every move, Nemo.
Yeah. I should have warned you when I thought about it right at this very moment.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know there was an attic.
Okay. It is... Wait. If I subtract how long ago it was to that date, that should give us our current day, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it is... This current day, it is 6, 5, 3, 4. Oh my god, it goes down. Wait, no. It's 6, 5, 4, 3. I can't do math. 6, 5, 3, 4 is the current year.
Wait, so our current year is 6, 5, 3, 4. But
Yeah.
Wait, do our years go... Does the years here go down?
Wait.
I was about to be like, huh?
I'm so
It's
silly.
a countdown clock.
Yeah, you're okay, you're okay.
2, 8,
You're okay, you're
Fine.
okay.
plus. Okay. It is year 8036.
Damn!
Y'all are just like hearing us do math.
That's part of D&D, man.
Okay.
8036.
8036.
79, 3, 5, 9.
Start. Can Seraphim do something?
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Oh, you're so smart.
Thank you!
I can't do that. So.
Where did my stupid film go?
I
I just cast it, right?
Yeah.
What do I see?
What do you see? There isn't
Whatever!
a...
No, I'm kidding.
Bro. There isn't a whole ton of magic here. There is a kind of aura of... What would it be? You know, I should know the different types of magic.
You're okay.
You're good, you're good.
I know the different types, I just don't always remember what they do. some of them are very similar to each other. There is some transmutation, kind of just an aura of that over everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of just like a hazy, because the way that detect magic works is you can see like the color of the magic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the color of the magic, but it is dim. It doesn't seem to be actively on one thing or another. It's just.
Is there anywhere
things.
where it's stronger? Or, like, anywhere that I can identify where there are magic items in, like, a certain box, or...
There do not seem to be any of that kind of thing here. That is the majority of what it is this, like, haze of transmutation. Changing one thing to another.
Can I look back at Jackie while this is cast as well?
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you're still looking at the picture?
Yeah, I took it out of the box. And I closed the box.
Okay.
So you know what I love about addicts, Seraphim?
What aura do I see coming off of Jackie?
Off of Jackie?
Yeah.
I mean, we've done this before.
Yeah, we
it's
have.
not really anything.
There's not anything different.
No. If you catch me...
He's
if
like...
you're like, oh, I'll get you this time.
You know what I love about attics, Seraphim?
What?
You know, I think that like studies and rooms are where most of the secrets are. But the attic is where people put things to forget them. So it's the best place to find things. But no one ever expects it. No one thinks of anything if you go up into the attic to look at things.
Did you find anything?
I found this picture.
Anything?
Do you show it?
Oh yeah, I showed it.
Yeah.
Memories?
No.
Oh.
Nothing?
No. This...
Maybe it's
I mean,
'cause
if
they're
you
happy.
do the math right, this happened before.
Oh, yeah.
This is pre-war.
That was 751 years ago.
Yeah. This is what it was like before the war. I can't imagine that. Do you think they were in love?
I think so. If you see the way that each are so intricately painted and depicted.
And they're so
I feel
happy.
like there's only a level of detail that someone who truly loves you could capture.
And they're so happy. Emrys and I spoke last night about love a little bit and how people need to hurt for each other. And when I told her that that's not what love is, she was confused.
That doesn't sound right. I feel like there's so much that we could learn up here.
But I don't think we should spend too much time up here.
Why not?
Seraphim.
We could find so much. Understand so much.
And there's a lot that we probably shouldn't. We have what we need. We have the connection. We don't need to dig through anything else. We know what Ico looks like.
But at some point I met Emrys. I'm also a part of her past. What if that part is up here?
And we need to wait. Because if we take too much right now, Emrys is going to find out. I'm going to leave the photo here. It's obviously a big memento. But I think we could come here again at some point, with or without Emrys being here, and we can take some more time to search. But also, I think there are things that need to stay hidden, but nothing got to do with you.
Alright.
We'll come back. I'm gonna put the picture back.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the bead out of my pocket and put it back too.
Okay.
Character development
Without Jackie seeing.
Oh my god, character.
No, dude, you don't understand. This is character development for Briar.
Returning a stolen object.
Briar always plays thieves and never returns anything.
It's because I want it and it belongs to an NPC and they don't have feelings.
Oh, tell that to Martin.
That's a joke. I know that they have feelings. But I steal from, like, shopkeepers who we're never gonna see again.
Yeah.
This is like...
And other people.
I'm just doing math the entire time, and I know how old Emrys was during this.
So
Can you
Emrys
tell me?
is...
Because I need the math.
Emrys was 1,752 when this photograph was taken.
Thank you so much.
Emrys has been around.
Yeah, Emrys is 2,503 years old. I'm not telling you this as
Oh, okay.
Jackie. I'm telling you this as from Callie to Briar.
Okay, gotcha.
That'd be hilarious. You're like, I'm calculating this person's age.
Seraphim's gonna take one last look at the attic and be like... and leave.
Aww.
I follow suit.
Okay.
I put the ladder back on this. Don't be so down in the dorms.
What?
Huh? Well, you're not sad.
Oh no, my neck just hurt.
That was Seraphim's genuine laugh, too.
Are we going to
I
snoop
think...
more, or are we...
It's not snooping, it's
done?
looking. I think...
We're not snooping. We're just looking around.
At things that are not ours.
I think... I mean, the study has a lot of interesting private things about other people, and I don't really want to look at that.
Oh. Yeah, totally not.
Yeah, so... I have an idea, Seraphim. Because I don't want you to be too far away from Martin, I'm going to take the painting back to the library and then put it in the room before the papers of the Broken Angel.
Wait, which painting? Oh, so you've taken Aiko's painting?
Yeah, we took Aiko's painting.
Why would you put it with the Broken Angel things?
Because that's where already papers all scattered about everywhere, so it'd be hard to find. Not to mention, it's kind of where you guys hang out anyway, so I feel like you already have things up there.
It's totally the only reason.
I'm sure we can take it together sometime.
That's fair.
So if you want to take it that badly, we can go all together.
I mean, if you want to go together, I thought you just want to talk to Martin.
I don't think he wants to talk to me. I don't want to push him more than I already have.
That's fair.
I've learned my lesson on pushing people.
Aw,
Character development.
and all it took is me blasting with fire for you to feel that. No, that was not in character. That was not in character. That's not what happened.
Perhaps we should just go back downstairs.
We are downstairs. We went down the ladder.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to look around in anything else.
Right.
I think I had fun in here because I've never seen a small house as small as this before. It's so tiny.
I have no comparison to anything, so...
Well, the cabin's small too.
That's true. Seraphim's gonna walk away.
Okay.
Seraphim?
Where are you walking away to?
Just to my nest. He's
Okay.
gonna lay down again. Can I message Martin?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna cut to Martin, who is
Okay.
laying like a cow in a field in the flowers. Just like laying down kind of in like a fetal position.
Oh,
in
He
the-
kind of hears like the telepathic equivalent to a knock.
the telepathic equivalent to opening a crack in a door.
Yeah, like the telepathic equivalent to knocking on a door. Like,
I mean, that is what you are receiving in
Oh.
return, is a telepathic opening
Oh.
of a door a little bit.
hi.
Hi.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Perception.
Perception.
Insight?
Insight. I know the difference
You're
between
looking at
things.
his face and seeing if he is alright.
Insight check.
Insight.
6.
You get it anyway. Because he doesn't have good deception. Weird for someone like
verbal.
that. Yeah.
Parole officer.
Parole officer. He's not doing great.
You don't have to be so strong all the time. You know.
Could you be a little louder? Can't hear.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be so strong all the time. You know.
I am being told that.
Am I bothering you?
No.
Would you like me to come find you?
Only if you want to.
Okay. I'll come find you.
He kind of like hangs up.
Tr-
Seraphim, out.
Out.
Twirling his feathers like,
He's like,
I'm gonna go find you.
Okay.
okay, stay
want
where
to
you
go
are.
find you.
I'm gonna come find you. Seraphim's gonna go find him.
Okay.
He's like, the garden. He's like, ah, yes, I know, the garden.
Yeah.
Out to the garden I go.
Goes to the library. Where are you? I said not to move.
I'm gonna go out to the garden. See
He's
if I
sitting in
can.
the flowers.
I'm gonna pick a flower and
Pick a flower. Pick a
take it
flower.
over to him
Okay.
and like offer it.
Oh.
I know you're surrounded by them, but
He puts it in his hair.
can I sit with you?
I'm gonna like sit down like next to him and kind of like
Like rest your head on his shoulder.
yeah.
We gotta be.
Verbal.
I know. Rest my head on his shoulder.
We got people here, man.
Ah.
Hopefully.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Do like a little lean over onto his shoulder, just like hesitantly,
Mhm.
and then like
He kind of
he's more cozy.
leans his head onto your head.
Seraphim's just kind of like sitting there, just a little awkwardly, but there.
So, did you want to talk about anything, or?
I mean, I didn't want to pressure you to talk about anything if you didn't want to. But if you would like to talk, I would like to talk as well.
What do you want to talk about?
I think that I've exhausted my sorries. So just know that it's there, but I don't think it's helpful to say anymore. Unless you think it would be, and then I can apologize.
He shakes his head.
Are you really okay?
I don't know.
What are you thinking about?
I don't know. The dungeon cat is up in the counters now.
I'm trying to be better.
Do you really want to leave?
I think that I would like to leave, but not without my friends.
I'm worried.
What about?
I told you the things that I wasn't supposed to tell you. And if we're not protected, then you'll be in danger again. By very bad, very powerful people.
Well, maybe we just avoid them and go live in a cottage, just like this one, with a field of flowers that you can sit in and bask in whenever you want, and we can just be.
I don't know if we can just be. With those people out there.
If you thought there was a chance, would you try?
I don't know. I have been known to play it safe. But if you thought there was a chance, I would try.
I couldn't really guarantee that we'd be safe. But I think we'd be happy. And I feel safe when I'm with you.
And Jackie.
And Jackie, yeah.
I heard raised voices inside. Is that you?
Yes.
Do you want to talk?
to access a memory with Emrys, and she wouldn't continue forward with it, or answer my questions as to what it meant. And I got angry. And I let my temper get the better of me.
Oh my god, the dungeon captain making me like steak?
I'm trying to be so quiet. I'm sorry.
You're all
Yes,
good.
okay.
My risotto, dude.
I just want my risotto.
No, the listeners just have to be hungry too.
Yeah.
It's like
We got
It's like
Jeremiah's
ratatouille.
cameo yesterday, and we got yours today.
I'm gonna be famous.
We're gonna be famous. On the, 2 listeners.
Hey, those 2 listeners are very good listeners.
Those 2 listeners are my best friends.
Don't be parasocial.
No.
But one of them will be my boyfriend.
Hi, Callie's boyfriend.
Hi.
I'm sorry if I make you uncomfortable.
You don't make me uncomfortable.
What would you do if you didn't have to play it safe?
I don't know. I've never done that before.
Just think about it. And be honest. What would you do? Where would you go? What would you say? To me, specifically. It's a joke.
That's
That
what
was
I'm rolling
Briar.
for. Never mind. Roll for play it safe. 20. Bro's playing it safe.
Bruce Wayne is so safe.
I would leave here and go on a wild adventure with my 2 best friends.
I don't know who those are.
Two best friends. Martin, I hope that someday you're able to take a risk and let yourself be free.
Thank you.
I must warn you that the things that I do and the things that I choose to do are not safe. And I'm not going to play it safe. And I don't make those choices to lose you or to distance us. But I'm not going to make choices that safeguard us either, unless you want me to.
You are braver than I.
Yes.
Where's Jackie right now?
Jackie, as she was left behind in the house,
Hey, Jackie was left behind in the... Wait, no, the forest was a while ago.
Yeah, Jackie's left behind in the house at the attic. And it's like, it's not a fit. Well, she's gonna look near the study.
After saying, I don't want to look into people's private business.
Oh, I'm going into that study.
Yeah.
Jackie going into the study.
Yeah.
Just like very nonchalantly.
Mm-hmm.
However, is there a bookshelf? What does the study look like?
The study, it's small. Whoa, surprise.
Small. It's so small. It's not like the libraries I'm so used to.
But it is like a small room in comparison to the other rooms in this house as well. It's like just you walk in and it's the width of the desk is like almost like probably like a couple feet shorter than the width of the entire room.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very small room. It has a desk and a window and some drawers in the desk and a little bookshelf, and that's filled half with books and half with just like things. And that's kinda it.
I want to look for books. I want to know what books she has.
Okay. There are a couple books on like the war. There's some books on artificy here. There's some books on like how to like talk to people.
Autism.
I want to find what looks to be the oldest book.
What looks to be the oldest book?
So, like, I want to try to see if there's a pre-war book.
Make a history check.
Okay. That's 19 plus 1, which is a dirty 20.
Oh my god, hello?
Why couldn't this have been me, like, yesterday, or the other session, when I was, like, getting bombarded?
Okay. You see there is the oldest book here is a book of, like, it's a book on the integration of magic and science to artificy.
Mm-hmm.
And how, and like kind of like not even technical stuff, but more like psychological, like philosophical kind of things.
Okay. Who's the author?
The author is Gertrude
Robinson.
Gertrude Robinson.
That bitch.
Gertrude Celester.
Celester?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a table of contents, or is it just one of those kind of books that has, like, it's just from the get-go, it just starts?
It just starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that for a second.
Okay.
And then I want to try to find a book from during the war.
Okay. Give me one.
Yeah, you're fine. Take your time, DM.
I'm just writing down what I'm telling you so that I can be like, that is a book that exists in this world. Okay. You are looking for a book on, like, during the war.
Yeah.
There,
What was that?
a door.
Oh.
This is a baby.
Baby clothes herself in.
There is a book during war times that is, it's basically like a book on
You having fun?
I'm having so much fun
You
right
thinking? You want me to make it more specific for you, DM?
What would you say if you were going to be more specific?
A book of the documentations of during the war.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there is.
There you go.
There's a book of documentations during the war. Of like the movements of certain peoples and the effects on the world, on like the geography of the world, and things of that kind of ilk.
Okay. Any author, or is it like a bundle of...
It's like a collection of
okay.
Like research and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's more of like a journal than anything. It's not like
Yeah.
typed. Or it is typed, but it's like snippets and like newspaper clippings and things like that, where it's like handmade.
Mm-hmm. How many books are in here of gardens? Or like gardens, making gardens, planting gardens?
There are a couple. There's one on like planting and maintaining like herb kind of things, and then one on flowers.
Okay. Are there three? Like, are there more than 3 books of like gardening?
There are 2.
There are only 2.
Mm-hmm.
I want to grab the herb one.
Okay.
And then put it on like top of the stack of books that I have.
Okay.
With the pages outward.
Okay. So spines towards you.
Yeah, spines towards me. And so what's the herb? That's a herb book?
It is, so you're looking at the herb book?
Yeah. I'm not looking into it, I'm just taking it.
Okay. It's called, Herbs and Spices Throughout the Realms.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm going to go back into the kitchen to where Emrys is.
Okay.
Emrys?
So you found some books?
Yes, I like these 2 gardening books, and I was wondering, and the last one's like pre-war. I'm a little interested. Can I borrow them for a little bit?
I see what you're doing. You're smart.
Can I borrow them? I can return them.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I think I'm going to head back to the cabins.
Okay.
And thank you again.
Anytime.
Let's hope it isn't any time.
I hope not, but if the event occurs.
If Seraphim or Martin asks for me, just tell them I went back to my cabin.
Sounds good.
Have a good day.
You too.
I'll try. And then I leave. I'm gonna go back to the cabins.
Okay.
I'm smart, aren't I?
You're so clever.
I don't think
like,
I know what's
doing?
going on.
So, basically, she found a bunch of books and put the spines towards her so that Emrys could not see what the books were, and was like, "Oh, it's a bunch of gardening books."
For
Yeah.
a 9 intelligence, Jackie's pretty smart.
Yeah. I think that's just Callie, though. I think Callie's smart.
I think it's also because, Jackie is used to hiding things from my aunt.
Yeah. What you doing?
Seraphim wants to go back to the cabins.
Okay. You gave it to me and then I
Returned it.
returned it.
And then you gave it to Callie.
Oh, fuck.
L.
Shut up.
So you're gonna go back to the cabins?
Mm-hmm.
I'm conducting motherfucking research is what I'm gonna do in my cabins.
Are you gonna go through the house or are you gonna go around?
Around.
Yeah. Okay. You head back towards the cabins. As you pass the window by the kitchen, you do see a little stink eye coming through the window, but you do continue onwards.
With a crow beak going, mwah.
He's like,
Mwah. Little duck face. That's what it's called. Did you know that?
mm-hmm.
They're like, that's a duck face.
Duck face. You head back to the cabins.
Yeah, I'm going straight for my room.
Okay. You go straight for your room. What do you do when you arrive?
I'm taking my books that I am borrowing, and in the oldest book, I am going to search through it to find any mention of the Broken Angel, Emrys, Seraphim, or Aiko.
Okay.
Any mention, even like a simple name.
Okay, we're gonna go through one at a time because I have a bad memory. And
Yeah,
you
you're
just
fine.
named a lot of things.
So
the Broken Angels.
Broken Angel.
Okay.
In the oldest book, so the Book of Integration of Magic and Science.
I'm going to have you roll an investigation check for each of these findings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're looking separately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm going through it one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Like, are you
I look for a one, like in my first reading, I'm not reading, I'm skimming.
Yes.
So I'm looking for any familiar words.
Okay.
And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go back and
Okay.
skim again.
Okay, so the first read is just Broken Angels, second read is just...
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm taking my time with it.
Yes.
Because I'm not
Broken
rushed.
Angel. Investigation check.
4.
You don't... So this is this pre-war or this is the war?
This is pre-war. This is a Book of Integration of Magic and Science by Gertrude
Okay.
Lester.
So there is not going to be... You did not find... You don't even need to roll high. There is no Broken Angel in this book because it is
Okay.
pre-war. But yes.
And then the next...
Broken Angel,
Emrys.
Emrys.
That is the natural one! Wait. Actually, no. Fuck this. Where's my trinkets? Where did my trinkets go? There's my trinkets. I'm using a trinket. I want to know if Emrys is in this book. I'm not using my keyboard one. I'm using this one because I've had it for a while, but I'm using my trinket to succeed.
So the psychology of magic, of magic and science.
Yeah, integration.
To see if
Emrys is
in this
mentioned.
book. Emrys is not in this book.
Damn it! I wasted a trinket.
I know.
It's fine. That's fine. Okay. And the next one is Seraphim.
Okay, wait.
I wanted to see if Seraphim...
I am gonna roll something for your last check.
For my last check?
Mm-hmm.
The one with Emrys?
For Emrys.
Okay, for Emrys. Okay.
Okay. You do not find Emrys in the printed text of the book.
In the print... Okay. No mention in print.
You do, however, find a little note in the, open cover, the front cover. I don't know what it's called, but,
Dedications?
the first blank page before the text starts?
Yeah.
In a book? There is a little note there.
What's it say? DM. What's it say?
It doesn't specifically say the word Emrys.
Okay.
But it does say, for my magic. And it
That's
has...
so cute.
I hate it when even lesbians are cute.
And it has just a little doodled heart next to it.
Aw, that's so cute. Jackie literally just goes, aww.
Aww,
Aww.
they were lesbians.
And they were roommates.
They were roommates.
My God.
No.
They were roommates.
Roommate. I'm gonna look for Seraphim. Any mention of Seraphim.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the Seraphim I know, just a name.
Okay.
I'm looking for a name.
You mean the name Seraphim?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Just the name or any word.
Okay.
But I got a 3, so
Don't find anything.
nothing. And now I go.
Okay.
Please, for the love of God. Please, I don't want to use another trinket. back to 9, but I'm using a trinket because I need to know. I need to know if she's actually... Yeah, I don't use my trinkets enough.
Okay.
I'm using a trinket.
To find any mention of Aiko
Yeah.
in this book.
Yeah. Even if it's like just a passing...
Yes. Let me cook.
Let you cook. So how's your day, Briar? How's it going? How's life? How's the demons cooking?
I'm eepy.
You're eepy?
I had to go to a choir performance today.
Aw, man.
It was boring, but it was fun.
Boring but fun.
Yeah. How about you?
I slept in until 2. Cause,
Ugh, as you should. That sounds so nice.
Because yesterday I went to my friend's. I wanted to just get Taco Bell, but I ended up staying over and playing Just Dance. It's like 2 a.m.
Oopsies. Honestly, a vibe.
And then a friend of mine spent the night at my dorm.
Mm.
Okay.
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 The bean is done cooking.
The bean is... I'm a bean.
The bean's done.
There is no mention of Aiko.
Damn it!
However, there is a passage that is underlined.
Ooh.
And that passage... Watch me writing things for this. In the relations between magic and science, there lives most keenly the matters of the heart. And that is underlined.
Magic and science. They're what?
There lives most keenly,
Most keenly.
the matters of the heart.
The matters of the heart. Damn it, it's just dumb lesbian shit.
Whoa, bro, I don't think you can say that.
It's just them being gay. There's nothing useful here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they're lesbians.
No,
Okay.
you're not. You made them lesbians on purpose.
No, I'm not.
To be offensive, specifically to me.
Bro hates lesbians.
No, I don't.
It's just so Seraphim can get like 3 times the amount of mommy issues.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time for the second book,
Okay.
which is the Book of War Documentations.
Word documentations.
Okay.
I thought you said whore documentations, and I was like, this will have all Echo and Emrys in it.
Ouch.
Okay, first off, Broken Angel.
Broken angel, broken angel, broken angel. Roll. History. I mean, investigation.
I don't want to use this one, man. This one's been
Do
cursing
you
me.
need a different one?
I'll use a different one. I'd like
My
a different.
cursed dice.
Yeah. Your cursed dice? Did you just say your cursed dice?
All my dice are cursed. I roll really badly.
Okay.
It's really true.
That's a 9.
Okay.
So,
Nemo!
You shouldn't have accepted them.
hold on, let me see what I rolled with my dice. No, it would have been a 1.
Yeah.
I think that's
yes,
perfect.
I got an improvement. Okay.
Hold on, let me go find my dice as you're talking. The one that's
So
the
your
pencil.
die is, I believe, underneath the oven.
I got this, hold on.
She fucking ain't no way. I should go
No.
figure out where she is.
Got it.
Yay! I thought that was going to take way longer.
Where's the other Pokemon dice that the baby stole? I'll leave it out for her. She likes.
The baby plays with the Pokemon dice. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Tell me things.
I'm telling you things. What was I saying?
So I rolled a 9
For
Broken Angel,
Broken Angel.
in the second book of War Documentations.
Second book of war documentations, which is during the war.
Yes.
It's the documentations of the movements. Okay. They're Broken Angel?
Yeah.
Oh, but 9. Okay. You.
You're not gonna get very much, are you?
I have to give it a balance.
You have to dumb it down.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing.
I've already read one book 4 times, so I'm tired.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're tired. You do find stuff on the Broken Angel because the Broken Angel is all over the war.
Yeah. Okay.
But most of the stuff is just, Broken Angel attacked here, blah 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 blah. It's
Right.
not like you're not getting like any personality or any like rationality of why or anything like that. It's mostly just like recordings of activities, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Of the war crime type.
The war crimes.
So it's like essentially like documentations of like how battalions work. Of, like, this place attacked there.
So this book is handmade. It is basically like you're like you're bored for the Broken Angel. It's kind of like that in the way of like clippings from newspapers and writings like writing the like died, survived, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's very like technical.
Okay. And now my next search is going to be of Emrys.
Emrys.
Any mention of Emrys in this book? I'm gonna roll. That's a 12. Article over 17. Damn it.
There is no mention of the name Emrys. There is, however, mention of someone in the war against magic and their vendetta against a changeling.
Okay.
And that kind of like history of that. But
Okay.
there isn't like, the shape changer Emrys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now I want to look any mention of Seraphim.
Seraphim.
16.
You do not see any mention of someone named Seraphim.
Okay.
The word Seraphim. I mean, the only mention of the word Seraphim is in description of the Broken Angel. Because Seraphim is a word.
Okay.
Do you know what the word Seraphim means?
No.
It's like a angelic being associated with light. Like celestial hierarchies sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, time for Aiko. And I actually have one more after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Of
Any mention of Jackie?
no. She wasn't fucking alive. That's a 19 for Aiko.
Okay. Aiko was all over this war.
Ah, yeah, fuck yeah. Aiko lore for me.
Aiko was a leader of some kinds on the side of science. There are some clips in the way of people writing of almost theorizing about why, because Aiko is an artificer, and artificers are both magic and science.
Mm-hmm.
And why did she choose science? There are, many of the records are of like Broken Angel sent by Dr. Aiko, Broken Angel deployed by Dr. Aiko, etc., etc. Aiko was a military asset of the science side of things.
Okay. Military asset. Okay. That's a lot. That's some good shit right there.
Lord Rob.
That's some really good shit right there. And finally, for my last one.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm no longer looking for Emrys.
Okay.
but I'm looking for a description of how I've seen Emrys.
That's cool. I like that.
I want to try to see if I can find a description
Okay.
of how I've seen Emrys.
Yeah, roll.
Please, for the love of God. 8.
You don't find anything like that. I mean, it, in a way, doesn't really surprise you because of how closed off that particular form that you saw was.
Yeah.
That it wouldn't have been in the war.
Okay.
Or at least recorded or observed as part of the war.
Okay. It was still a good question.
It was I love that question. That was a good question.
It was a good question.
Yeah.
That Ico lore drop, though. That's interesting. Jackie's gonna think about that. And then Jackie's just gonna... I dropped my pencil.
Yeah.
Jackie's just gonna read her book for fun.
Okay.
She's not doing anything. This is her break. This is her mind
time.
break.
Okay. Seraphim, where are you at? You're going back to camp?
To be frank, I feel like he just went back to bed.
Yeah.
And he's been napping this entire time.
Okay.
That's totally fair, though.
Okay.
But I guess he can wake up and maybe go find Jackie or something.
Okay. If you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and go find Jackie.
Okay.
Where are you gonna start? I'm in my dorm, dude.
Library.
Bro is also in the dorm. Did you not check her
No.
room?
Oh, maybe
before
I
you
should.
left?
I'm gonna check the room first.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so funny. Library, looking everywhere. Just in the dorm.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
Come in.
Oh,
Come in. Seraphim, come in, right now.
He's coming in.
Martin is following you.
So, what Seraphim... Oh, Seraphim, he's never really been in the room. Like, he's... Should I describe my room to you?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay. So right now what you see is, like, my bed, which is, like, everything's very barren, except for the blanket that is hiding the mirror.
Yeah.
And then what you see in the bed is a scatter of books. The 3 books that I borrowed. And so it's, like, one is open with, like, things torn up paper, like, sticking out of it. And, like torn up paper from, like, very simple things. So, like, not from the book.
Oh, okay.
Not from the book. But, like, from something, like a piece of paper or whatever that she got from the arts and craft building.
Mm-hmm.
And she's, like, putting it in. And she's like, Seraphim!
Yeah?
I've discovered things, Seraphim.
What's that?
Okay. So, Broken Angel. I found things about him. About her, about them, whatever. They were in league with Ico during the war.
Okay.
The Broken Angel, there's documentations in this book specifically, and I put, like, the war documentations and movements.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and Jackie goes, the Broken Angel sent by Ico in the war. The Broken Angel deployed by Ico.
Uh-huh.
Ico and the Broken Angel knew each other.
Yeah.
They were in cahoots with each other.
Yeah.
But then if we think about it, something must have happened between them because the Broken Angel went to magic because Ico was fighting for science.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Sorry, I don't know who Ico is, and I just know that you have some connection to Ico, and this is really big for me, because I feel like I'm actually helping for once with the angel stuff. This is my contribution, Seraphim. I get to contribute.
Yeah.
Did you know any of this?
No.
Ico was a military asset. She was a leader during the war.
Interesting.
And then, obviously the Broken Angel has been seen multiple times in attack places, kind of like what battalions do and all that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a connection between Ico and this Broken Angel.
which is more information that I'm sure we could understand from Emrys if she would disclose it to us.
Will she though?
That's why I said it in a weird way.
That's true. Actually, I think I probably could.
How?
The question game?
I'm not going to tell you how, but there is a way that I can, I think, get something out of her.
Alright.
And the reason I'm not saying is because it's privacy between Emrys and I. Mostly me. It's mostly my privacy. I'm gonna be real with you. But that must mean Aiko must be very old or dead at this point.
She's not.
Huh?
She's not.
Who the fuck are these people, man? I know there are many races that can live for a very long time, but even this is wild.
Why would Emrys tell me that I could go speak with Dr. Aiko if she knows we can't leave? Unless...
Is Aiko here? I doubt Aiko would be here.
I don't know.
There is something interesting, I will say. I know that the Broken Angel is a he.
How do you know?
The privacy thing I mentioned between Emrys and I know, it's my privacy though! And the only
It's
way... I know!
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's fine.
But I think I can do it. Because don't we still have our meetings with Emrys today?
I suppose we both do, don't we?
We do. Yippee.
Seraphim's meeting is gonna go so well.
I think I can do something about asking questions. The problem is I have to come up with some answers.
If it's confidentiality reasons, then what do you have to lose by being truthful to her? She's not going to tell us.
Yeah, she won't tell us shit.
She can't say anything.
It's true.
So what do you have to lose?
Because she knows what I'll do. I'll come up with a way to question things to where she can't go like, oh, this and this, because she's so vague about everything. She's so vague. You don't like how vague she is.
It's frustrating.
DM, what time is it?
In game or
in game?
Right here. Oh, in game, it's probably nearing like afternoony, like 2,
Okay.
3 o'clock.
Okay. I find it so funny. No one's seen us at all.
No.
This is so great.
I mean, the only one that would really notice is Rincewind.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
Do you want to meet with Emrys first, or do you want me to? Because which one do you want her in a better mood for?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
Sure, it will be nice for her to see you after talking with me.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Alright.
Can we take a tiny little break?
Absolutely, we can break. We're not gonna say goodbye?
We are right now.
Oh, we're saying goodbye now?
Yeah. Okay.
I think we got some good stuff to go down on. And
Okay.
I think...
This is also a good place to jump off from for next session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh my god!
We did it! Thank you for listening.
Thank you, listeners.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed
I
this.
really hope you enjoyed.
If you got any tips for us to make this like more enjoyable for you guys,
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
Yeah, we don't mind.
Yeah.
Like, we'll fix things if you want us to be more physically descriptive of things.
Yeah.
Of that sort.
Yeah.
Or louder.
Mhm.
Any tips? Any tricks?
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.